Good afternoon, football fans. You are live, third down with Morgan Holder. I am the famous Morgan.
And I am Holder, the Morgan Smasher. Morgan, you're going down this show today.
I don't know about that, buddy. I don't know about that. I guess we're going to find out, huh?
Oh boy, I got some NFC North crap to talk about today.
If it's anything that we've been talking about, save it. Save it. Well, I'm going to go ahead and kick
Go ahead
off.
and send your shouts out, please, so I can send out my great shouts.
I don't think yours is that great, but I'm going to go ahead and give mine out. I want to give a shout out to Undisputed with one of the greatest tight ends ever in Shannon Sharp. First Take with the best sports analyst Stephen A. Smith. And Good Morning Football, the best breaking news football show out there.
Are you serious? Tony Gonzalez is the best tight end ever.
Did Gonzalez win a Super Bowl? Did he win a Super Bowl? Did Gonzalez win a Super Bowl? Did Gonzalez win a Super Bowl?
Doesn't matter.
Okay, it does.
By statistics.
Nope.
A number.
Nope. Shannon Sharp is the greatest.
Come on, dude.
Shannon Sharp is the greatest.
Gates is better than Shannon Sharp.
Who?
Gates. You don't watch football. You don't.
I don't know who Gates is. I need a first name.
I don't remember his first name.
You talking Antonio Gates?
I'm old.
Antonio Gates.
Yeah. Antonio Gates.
Man, he was okay. He wasn't great.
Oh my gosh. One of the most dependable tight ends ever.
Okay, well, go ahead and do your shout outs. Go ahead.
You've been leaving out, what's his face? What's that dude's name? He used to play for the Chargers, and his son played for the Browns, and his son wound up going to jail and all this other crap. Anyway.
I knew who you're talking about.
Winslow. Kellen Winslow. Anywho.
So,
I'm gonna send my shout
give your shout outs because I'm about to break down this.
Sit back and relax, okay?
Yeah, you go ahead.
I'm sending my shouts out to the pivot.
No one cares.
With Super Bowl winning safety Ryan Clark. Also, Get Up with Greeny. You know who Greeny is, right?
Yes.
Newly shout out to what's that guy's name? He used to play with the Colts. He's a punter.
That's terrible. You don't know his name. That is terrible.
Pat McAfee.
Terrible.
Well, I haven't had my breakfast. I haven't had breakfast today.
It is lunchtime.
And I know that. That's why I said, can we get my shouts out so we can go on with the show?
Go for it, boss.
Thank you. And Speak. They changed the name from Speak for Yourself to Speak.
Wonder why.
So we got Acho and the beautiful Joy Taylor. Now, please go on with whatever it is you have to say because my shouts were pretty awesome.
Yours was not. You didn't even know the name of Pat McAfee. That is terrible.
I called his name out before you could even tell me his name, okay?
I was waiting. I didn't want to give his name out because you didn't know it. It wasn't my shout out. So, Holder, let me ask you a question. With everything going in the football league so far this offseason, who stands out the most to you? And I know what you're going to say because it's somebody we talked about, but who stands the most out to you right now? Who do you think is going to be the best team in the NFL?
Oh, Pittsburgh. Who else?
That's not what I was expecting, to be honest, but okay.
Why would you expect that from me?
I was expecting you to say the Detroit Lions.
Well, in the NFC,
I don't.
Detroit is going to be a threat.
I'm gonna have
in the NFC North. I don't know about the rest of the NFC, but Detroit.
I have to.
They're going to lock down the North.
I don't know. I don't know if they're going to lock it down easy, but they have a good shot. They have a good shot. I mean, it's up in the air. They still have. Hey, look. I know. Last week I said they're going to be the team to beat in NFC North. But here's the thing. They still haven't shown me what to do this offseason yet. Like, we don't know who else they're going to get. We don't know what's going to happen. It could be trades. It could be anything's possible. Anything.
Who are you talking about?
The Lions, like, anything is possible. They can trade somebody.
The Lions are in good shape. Okay, maybe you should be talking about Minnesota.
Minnesota has the Minnesota was graded as an A per NFL.
They haven't done anything big. What have they done that's big?
They signed 2 good defensive backs. We have a defensive. Did you say?
I've been all over.
Did you say who?
NFL app.
Did you say who?
Big names going to Minnesota.
Wow. I guess Murphy don't stand out too well. Who played for Arizona Cardinals?
Who?
Really?
Probably not, because they didn't get much airtime. I don't know any of these people that don't get air. These teams that are so terrible.
He was one of the top man-to-man defenders in the free agency market.
Yeah, and you guys paid how much for him?
That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how much we paid. Just know we got him. And how can you not even Marcus Davenport? Are you serious? One of you know who Marcus Davenport is?
Who did he play for?
He played for who he played for. Almost had a heart attack. He played for the Saints.
And how much prime time did the Saints get? I don't know.
Oh my God, oh my God.
Yeah, I'm not feeling any of that.
All right. Okay.
If they're not impactful players, to me, if I don't know who they are, they haven't impacted the league at all.
All right, Holder. I guess.
When you hear Patrick Peterson, everybody knows who Patrick.
He's old.
Is he going to the Hall of Fame?
Maybe not as the first ballot, but he will.
Is he going to the Hall of Fame? That is an impact player. That is somebody that you can call.
Yeah,
out.
but here's the thing: he played with the Vikings for 2 years, and he declined those 2 years. He got beat.
In those 2 years, he got beat playing what, zone?
Doesn't matter. He
Everybody
got beat.
Gets beat playing zone.
Doesn't matter. He got beat.
Zone is like that prevent defense. Okay.
He got beat.
You're not playing man to man.
I don't care. He got beat.
But he got 5 picks, right?
He got 5 picks. Really? You think that's good? 5 picks?
He got 5 picks. The league was 6.
5 picks. You think 5 picks?
6 picks were the league lead last season.
Still, you think 5 picks is good?
If 6 was the high number last season, yes. You don't go by.
He was tied for 5th, by the way. Okay, I'll give you that. He was tied in top 5. I give you that. But 5 is not nearly as much as he should have had. Because when you look at his stats, like his stats was pretty good in Arizona.
You guys had a chance to get Ezekiel Elliott.
Nobody wants him. Nobody wants him. That's why he's still a free agency. Nobody.
Okay, let's go with your original plan. Okay, we were talking about the NFC North, right?
Yep.
And we were talking about impact players that you guys got because now, if you think about it, I want you to be honest. Every move Detroit made was huge.
Detroit did make some good moves, but there's one key thing that they're forgetting. They're forgetting to help. They have one good receiver, but they need another good receiver. They also need a tight end, right? Without a good receiver and without a good tight end, you're gonna have one good receiver, but he's gonna be tied down. So you need another good choice, right?
I don't.
Now, hear me when I tell you this.
Free agent, maybe they're going to get a receiver.
Maybe. But now, hear me when I tell you this, and don't judge
who's left? that's a veteran that is going to cost them a big hit in cap space.
If I was,
So why not go after
if I was,
cheaper guy?
if I was the Lions,
younger, faster.
if I was the Lions, I'll go after I will go after Mike Evans. I will go after maybe D-Hop, something like that, because they had the money. They had the money.
Too much money. Come on.
No.
Okay, so if you can go into the draft and find a guy like, let's say,
what about
Chase, Jamar Chase? Are you coming out better than getting D-Hop?
Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But who do we know in the draft that's a good receiver? Because we knew who Jamar Chase was.
This is going to be a pretty good receiver class this year.
I think it's more.
And a good,
I think it's more of the line class this year. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's a lot of good linemen out there, but there's defensive backs.
No, I do have to give it to the Lions because they do got a good receiver who didn't play much last year because he tore his ACL in the championship game at Alabama. They do have him still, so maybe he might come and do some things. I don't know.
That's good. I mean, there's some running backs coming out, some great running backs, especially at Texas.
So let me ask you a question. You don't think the Bears did anything upgrading wise?
I don't think the Bears did anything impactful that's going to put them in the run for winning the division.
Did you see who they got for receiver? They got DJ Moore, who's really, really good. They have Edmonds from Buffalo, a good linebacker. They got another good linebacker who played for the Eagles. I'm puzzled that you said that. And I hate to say it, I'm not a Bears.
So you're saying the Bears could win the division?
No, negative. I'm saying that
That's what I'm saying. They didn't do anything impactful.
I'm saying they did.
Put them in the run to win the North.
I think they did a lot more than what people expected. I think they have a good chance of.
4 years.
I think they have
some moves, but we have to see how that affects Fields. We don't know.
Now,
so let's say everybody says Fields failed because he didn't have any weapons. Now that he supposedly has a weapon, let's see what he does. Right? And then you grade from there. I'm not convinced with Fields. I'm not convinced with we were just talking about Cam Newton and his.
Oh God, Cam Newton, this guy! I can't believe you brought him up. I ain't trying to cuss today, but Jesus, I want to cuss so bad right now. Why would you do that?
You sent me that text that morning. I was kind of in and out of sleep. And when I finally did make a move to rise for the day, I saw it on your shout-out show, Undisputed.
Absolutely.
And they were talking about, and the video that Cam posted was totally inappropriate because he's talking about his peers, right? And he's talking about all these other quarterbacks aren't as good. What did he say? 31 quarterbacks?
32
quarterbacks aren't as good as he is.
Here's my take.
That's a slap in the face.
Here's my. I honestly, I have nothing good to say about Cam Newton because he's not good like he thinks he is. He needs to be humble. He had his chance in the NFL, and you recall in the Super Bowl, he got smacked. Right or wrong, got smacked.
Like, I thought that was the beginning of his decline.
Still,
now,
I mean,
like I told you, he should have took what's called the court and sued him. What was that linebacker with Detroit? With Denver.
Von Miller.
He should have took Von Miller to court and sued him for ruining his career.
I mean, Cam Newton, he New England. He went to New England when Tom Brady first went to Tampa Bay, and New England had some good receivers, and he couldn't light a candle.
Well, look, Cam Newton was the Lamar Jackson of today. Okay,
Lamar Jackson is 10 times better.
Had a big arm, except he was more accurate than
Lamar Jackson is better than Cam Newton. I'm sorry to tell you.
He was MVP.
Cam Newton, to me, he's one of those guys that you want to punch in the mouth. He is. He's one of those guys you just want to punch him in his mouth just for
Newton,
everything comes out.
In the league, he was having fun. Remember, he was flying everywhere with his arms out, running around the field, was pulling Superman.
And so he got hit by Von Miller. That hit with Von Miller, he stopped doing that.
Those days are gone for Cam. Cam has to realize that he's not that guy anymore.
I mean, he's what, 31, 32? I mean, look.
I think he's 32. You could be right, though. He's between 31 and 32 right now.
I can name 10 good quarterbacks that's way better than him. And 5 of them are probably on the bench.
I can name rookies that's way better than him.
I'm just saying. I mean, and I hate to say this, but Cooper Rush for the Cowboys is way better than he is.
Rush? What's the guy in San Francisco?
Brock Purdy.
Purdy's better than he is. There's Cam Newton is at best.
I mean, I hate to say, I think Derek Carr's better than Cam Newton, and that's terrible for me to say.
Well, if he doesn't make it, if he doesn't get picked up by a team, there's always Canada.
I was going to say the XFL.
USFL.
XFL.
There's always, or he can bag groceries.
That's true. That is true. So let me ask you a question. Since you was picking on the NFC North, I'm gonna pick on you guys for a little bit. You don't think the Bengals can win that division?
No.
Are you serious? Well, and why do you say that?
They picked up one lineman from Kansas City. It was June Brown Jr. or something.
Okay, but he's really good.
Now, Pittsburgh, yeah, I wish we picked him up. Pittsburgh has started building the picket fence.
You were happy because they got one good lineman who played a full year for the first time that anybody could remember.
They got 2 good linemen. What are you talking about? They got Herbig, too.
I forgot about him. But they got one good lineman that played all year last year.
And get a tackle in the draft. Come on, dude. Seriously?
So let me ask
you. See what Pickett did with the semi-average line.
Did you say semi-average? Wow.
Semi-average, because they started gelling as the season went on. They got better.
They did. I give you that.
Right.
But here's the thing. I still think the Bengals are going to win the division. Hands down, I think they're going to win.
No, you're just a Jamar Chase.
I like Chase.
Burrow.
I like Jamar. I like Jamar Chase, and I like Joe Burrow. I mean, both of them are freaking good.
Well, do you like Jamar Chase better than Jeffries?
Just Jefferson. Justin Jefferson. Thank you. Negative. I love Minnesota. It's my team. So I'm going to have to say Justin Jefferson better than Jamar Chase.
Is better than Jefferson.
No. It's very equal. It's very equal, but I think JJ has him. I think JJ has him by a little bit.
You said you don't drink, right?
I don't drink.
Well, whatever it is that you got in the cup.
You really think Jamar Chase is better than JJ?
Heck yeah.
Okay.
You don't?
No, I can see where this is going.
Sorry. Did Chase go to a Super Bowl?
He went to one.
Did Chase go to a Super Bowl?
He didn't do nothing, but yes, he did.
And
give us a quarterback.
Bowl, right?
Give Minnesota a quarterback and see what JJ does. With Kirk Cousins' averaging arm.
Your quarterback in Minnesota isn't that great.
No.
He has the best numbers in the regular season.
With an average arm, JJ had 1,000 yards for since he's been in Minnesota. Get Lamar. I guarantee you, Minnesota gets Lamar Jackson. I guarantee JJ's number goes up.
JJ's number drop. Lamar will be running, and he'll be missing. He'll be off target.
If you say so. I still think the Bengals are going to win your division.
Lamar Jackson is known for what? His legs. He hasn't done anything impressive with his accuracy.
I want you to do me a favor. I want you to open your door, go outside, and play in traffic.
What?
You heard me.
There's no traffic on my street, so...
Well, go outside.
I can do to help you.
Is it raining there? Is it storming?
Let me tell you something.
You really
You
look.
give me. I would take any quarterback over Lamar Jackson. Just about any pocket passer.
You do realize Lamar Jackson has.
That can escape the pocket.
You do understand Lamar Jackson has more passing yards and more passing touchdowns than he does rushing yards and rushing touchdowns. You understand that, right?
Oh, he does. He must have won a Super Bowl. Did he win a playoff game? I'm trying to remember. I think he did. I mean,
You got jokes. You got
all
jokes.
This means nothing if you can't do anything.
He has no weapons. No weapons.
Oh my God, dude! You know what? If Rookie of the Year was a postseason award, he wouldn't have it. He wouldn't have it.
All right, Holder. Okay.
It's just.
All right, I'm gonna leave you with this. I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna leave you with this. I'm gonna leave you with this as something to think about. I'm gonna leave you with something to think about. If he had Tyreek Hill, his 4 years in Baltimore, where do you think he would be?
Tyreek would outrun his arm.
I'm done with you. I am done with you. So
Tyreek would outrun his arm. Look, he's a dynamic quarterback. I'll give him that. He's slippery in the pocket, so is Watson. Okay?
don't bring that sex infected guy up.
He has not proven to me. I don't know how the rest of our listeners feel, but he has not proven to me that he can win the big game.
Give him a good receiver.
Because he hasn't.
Give him a good receiver. Because all he has is his hiding. Give him a good receiver and watch what he does. I promise you. I promise you he's gonna make everybody like believe in him.
I don't believe it. But okay. If you say so, I'll let you and your followers have that if they believe the same thing you do. I mean, if he was that big a commodity, somebody would have signed him already.
Here's the thing. I was watching Undisputed, okay? And I also was watching another show. But anyways, I was watching Undisputed. And they said that if Lamar Jackson signs with another team, that team will feel like Baltimore would either match the offer or give Lamar Jackson more money. And that's something another team doesn't want to do. Right? So it's 50-50.
I understand that.
It's 50-50.
But Baltimore is not going to match anybody. Okay, let's say Lamar says, I want $230 million with $200 million guaranteed.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you.
Baltimore is going to match that?
Possibly.
No.
Possibly.
No way. No way. I don't think they're going to give that much money, guarantee that, because the league won't allow it. If he asks for 230, he'll probably get 150 mil guaranteed.
I was going to say 140.
Okay, 140. But he's not going to get 230 mil guaranteed.
Okay, so
he's not going to go below 200 million.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. Since we're on this topic of contract, and I hate to bring this up because I don't like this guy, Deshaun Watson. Do you think that he was worth the money the Browns gave him?
Negative.
Okay, then. So we both agree on something.
Not worth that money. If he was worth that before his allegations, I'd count okay, because all that took him out of football for a while and his play declined. But as with his reputation and paying him $200, you're rewarding a guy that gropes women. You're giving him $230 million.
I mean, yeah.
That's way over the top for me.
I agree.
Even before that, I wouldn't give him 230.
I agree.
I wouldn't give him 230. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, is he really worth $500 million?
No. Because you don't know.
I don't think there's any player.
Patrick Mahomes hasn't had a year that he actually got injured. And it's going to come. Look at his ankle this year. His ankle was hurting for a few games. What's going to happen next year?
Wish that on that dude.
I'm just stating the facts. I'm stating the fact here.
A major injury could happen, yes. But some people go a whole career without a major injury. That touch the ball a lot, right? But you and I both agree that no player is worth that amount of money.
Absolutely. Let me ask you, since we're talking about the AFC still, the Jets. Do you think the Jets are going to be a threat in the East?
I don't know. I don't know what the Jets. I'm tired of looking at headlines, and all I see is Lamar Jackson and Aaron Rodgers. This is all I see.
Well, the Jets. Not only did the Jets get the receiver from Green Bay, what's his name, Lazard,
yeah.
But they also got Hardman from Kansas City.
Yeah, good move.
I mean, so could this be an opening for them to get Aaron Rodgers, or could this be the opening of saying, hey, we're just going to try to rebuild, try to keep Zach Wilson and see where this goes?
Well, Rodgers has a shopping list. And he also wanted, what was that guy from Green? Cobb?
Cobb?
He wanted Cobb, too. So he has a shopping list for the Jets. Now, if Green Bay keeps him in this stranglehold that he's in because they want more, because he's old and they want to make it difficult for him.
Right.
The Jets are going to have to either ease up or sign him and restructure his contract immediately.
Okay, so would you?
Because what are they asking? Like a couple of first round picks?
Yeah, and I think he's maybe worth one, maybe. I mean, I don't.
One. Yeah, a couple of first round.
I don't think he's a MVP.
First and the third.
I mean, I believe he has one more MVP season in him, but I still wouldn't say he's worth multiple first round picks.
And he's going into a different system.
That's true.
So, I mean, we don't know exactly
if
he's going to bump heads with the coordinator there.
Would you rather see him retire than maybe take a year off of football and then sign with the Jets next year? Or do you just want him to be gone completely?
No, I don't think he should take a year off. I mean, that's going to take away from him. I mean, he has to be training the whole time he's off. So, no, I think he should retire because I feel like, I know it's not planned, but he's falling in the same footsteps as Brett, what's his face?
Brett Favre.
Mr. Mississippi.
And I agree with you because, I think when Favre left, he had a chance to retire. He did not, right? And it took time away from Aaron Rodgers to contribute to the Packers because of that. Then when he did leave, he went to the Jets, like Aaron Rodgers is going.
Well, yeah. And I think the older he gets, the more arrogant he gets. Because he's making a lot of noise. He's going on the Pat McAfee show. He's talking just a lot of crap.
And what bothers me is what his ex, the lady he was dating, Patrick, the racer, the driver.
Danica Patrick. Oh, my God. She's gorgeous.
She said that he was a douchebag, and it's showing he's a douchebag.
Yeah, she said that.
So I don't know.
I mean, so if the Jets pull this off, are they a team that can beat the other powerhouses in the AFC?
Right now, I'm saying they can. Without Rodgers right now, they can be number 2 in the AFC East. Without Aaron Rodgers.
No way.
Yes.
Come on. Serious.
Who? You think? I mean, because Buffalo's going to be number 1 still. Miami hasn't done anything too much.
So Buffalo's number 1. So you think they'll be better than Kansas City?
I said the East. AFC East, buddy. East.
No, you said in the AFC.
I said AFC East. I'm pretty sure I said East.
They'll make you do a playback.
Do a playback, but I'm pretty sure I said AFC East.
Because I will do a playback on it.
You can do a playback. I'm saying AFC East.
Okay, well, in the AFC East, so who's number 1?
I'm saying Buffalo because Miami hasn't done anything.
Buffalo's number 1.
Absolutely. Right now,
so with them re-signing Tua, Tua's back, and they've lost some key defensive pieces.
They did, and New England hasn't done much besides get Juju. Jets is moving up. I'm saying Jets are going to take over AFC East number 2, unless Aaron Rodgers.
So you're saying New England will fall last in the East?
Oh, definitely, hands down. Hands
so
down.
Buffalo, the Jets,
Miami, New England.
Miami, and New England.
Absolutely.
And that is a firm.
That is.
Even if they do or don't get.
If they get Rodgers, I'll move the Jets up to number 1.
Wow.
Sorry.
You move the Jets up to number. Well, you know what? Again, I will be in awe of that situation if it's a done deal. But they'd have to prove it to me. I would be like, okay. So when Buffalo and the Jets play, I'm watching that game, right? I'm watching that game.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be a big game.
Because they can go and play all these other teams, right? And then maybe they'll win. Maybe they won't.
I'm going to tell you this.
If they're on the street and then they get to Buffalo, I'm going to watch that game.
I'm going to tell you this.
I don't care how much I have to pay. I'm going to watch that game.
I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you, without Aaron Rodgers, Buffalo would hands down win both those matchups. With Aaron Rodgers, I think they would split it.
Wow.
Buffalo needs revenge. The Jets beat them last year. Buffalo needs to get that revenge. So why wait?
So what's the deal with Diggs? Is Diggs still in Buffalo?
He is as of right. I mean, I haven't heard nothing else about him getting traded or wanting traded. So right now,
there's another round of free agency coming, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's still. I think free agency closes right before the. I mean, not closes, but people stop talking about it right around the draft. Like we won't hear much about free agency at all.
I saw something today where your boy Stephen A., who I like Stephen A. because he's a Steelers fan.
He's honest though too.
And I know we're going back, but he's saying Cam Newton would be a good backup for Kansas City.
I mean, it's not going backwards because it is, but it's not. So we're stuck on the AFC. Cam Newton will be a good backup Kansas City, but the question is, would he want to be a backup? Because he said he's better than 32. So would he want to be a backup?
Yeah, he's not built to be a backup. But anywho, I digress. I agree with you because I do like what the Jets did last year. I mean, the Jets really, really hyped me up last year, and I'm nowhere near a Jets fan.
Oh, definitely. I agree with you 100%. I just like what they're doing. I mean, they're a young team, and they're hungry. And right now, they're actually building. Because if you look at it, they've really never built a team like this.
Where do you think, in your honest opinion, they would be if they didn't have Sauce Gardner? I mean, for me,
they wouldn't be. I like Sauce.
A key component.
Oh yeah, definitely, especially on defense. If they didn't have Sauce Gardner, they wouldn't have won 7 games last year, maybe 2. But they wouldn't have beat Buffalo either.
Oh man, I love Sauce Gardner.
He is.
Shut down Diggs, right?
Yes.
Shut down Diggs? Yes,
and I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know. The Jets need to give him a big contract. He's worth it.
He'll get it.
He's worth it.
When the time comes, he'll get it.
He's worth it. So
no doubt they're going to pick up his 5th-year option.
Oh, definitely, hands down, they're going to pick it up and sign him. I think they would sign him before they pick it up. They're going to give him an extension, but it won't go out until that 5th year is over. But yeah, I think they're going to sign him.
Well, they could actually give him a contract his 4th season.
Right, but it won't take effect until
sign him. Yeah, it wouldn't take effect until that 5th year. But then they don't have to worry about franchising anything like that.
Oh, definitely. If
they do that, that's going to raise the bar
for D-backs,
for cornerbacks, right?
Oh, absolutely, it will. But he's doing it. Look. I love Sean Taylor. Sean Taylor was fantastic, and going off by saying that, Sauce Gardner reminds me of somebody that Sean Taylor could have been. Sean Taylor was
he had already established.
That's what I'm saying. He rose that bar for defensive players like like Sauce Gardner. Sauce Gardner's he's topping that bar. Eventually, he's going to top that bar. But Sean Taylor set that bar. No one grabbed on it. Now Sauce Gardner's grabbing on it, and he's not going to let go. He's not going to let go. And I love Sean Taylor.
And I think Ramsey had that for a while, but then when Sauce Gardner came into the league,
but Ramsey was good.
With a lot of noise.
Ramsey was good. Ramsey was good.
Sauce Gardner is doing this quietly.
Oh, definitely. Right? He's humble.
So Ramsey talks. He talks a lot.
Gardner's humble.
Gardner's humble, and Gardner lets his game
speak for itself. Oh, definitely. And you gotta think he's strong. He's quick. He has a good field availability too. Like he knows what the ball's going to be. So he will leave his man. If the ball ain't going to his man, he'll leave. Oh, definitely, man. Definitely.
All right. Well, so we've sown our wild oats in the AFC East. So in the West, there's a lot going on with the Chargers. Right? Eckler wants out.
I think and here's me, and I know there's some teams that needs running back. I think the best for Eckler is stay there one more year, let his contract, because I think he's on his 5th year contract. I could be wrong, but I gotta look it up. Stay on that 5th year contract, become a free agent.
He is on his last year.
That way you don't have to be traded. You can sign with whoever you want.
Didn't they make some changes at offensive coordinator? I think they made a change
at
offensive coordinator.
They did
this year. So, and I don't think they have any big names.
No.
That are due for a big payday.
No.
I know they gave a big payday to their safety.
Darwin James or whatever his name is, something like that.
Yeah. And he got his a couple years ago. So I don't think anybody is up for a big contract.
No, because I think
Eckler has the most touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, and here's the thing: Chargers hasn't seen a running back since LaDainian Tomlinson. Eckler is that running back. They should make him happy. They should keep him.
Yeah, they should. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they lost any key pieces in the offensive line, but
I honestly,
this guy's a double threat. He runs and he runs routes and catches.
So
like a receiver.
So his thing is that he feels like he's underpaid. So he wants to, he wants a long-term deal. But
I don't blame him.
But going off on you, I don't think they really lost anything besides one of the safeties retired after 4 years. I mean, whoop-de-doo, it's nobody I knew. So
so do you think he deserves a big payday?
Oh, hands down, absolutely.
Running backs don't have a real huge market.
No,
he needs a big payday.
Again, the Chargers has not seen a running back since LaDainian Tomlinson, and that he retired 6-7 years ago, if not longer.
Yeah. It's been a while.
And then Eckler needs it. Because if he leaves, who's going to be who they going to get? Elliott to back him up, and Elliott's that good.
No, Elliott is going to be more like a third down back, right? He's not going to be used as primary. He'll come on third down situations because of his strength and all that. He doesn't have
the speed like Eckler does. He's fast. He's strong. But I was giving you an option. Like if they let him go, who are they going to shine?
Well, it's a big running back.
Because Derrick Henry, he's on a trade block too. But is he worth that type of money?
So why wouldn't Minnesota bring him in?
Look, I like Eckler. I do.
Because if they're going to trade off Cook and Eckler's out there,
I like Eckler. I do, but he wants paid. That comes with this.
You don't think he's worth it?
I do, but Minnesota.
You're going to give Madison a
contract. We already did. We already signed him for 3 years, and it's like a little over $1 million.
That's it?
That's
For
it.
3 years?
Yeah.
Madison is only getting a little over $1 million.
I'm gonna look, but I want to say over $1 million.
Is that $1 million per year?
Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, 2 years. They signed him for 2 years. I'm sorry.
That's still not much. I know that's prove it to me money, but
Well, I mean, because you got to think though, Minnesota, and this is what I was going to say. Minnesota is hurting the cap space. So, what I like Eckler, yes. Do I think they should? Do I think they have the money to get him? I don't think they do.
so well.
No, hear me
in
out.
Minnesota's case, I
Now,
know Minnesota probably wants a quarterback.
absolutely. I mean, I know I want a quarterback. I'm pretty sure fans do. But let me ask you a question quick. I know we're talking about Minnesota, but Pittsburgh, you don't think Pittsburgh can use Eckler in some kind of package to help out Harris?
No.
With him and Harris, it would be a threat. You don't think that would be a threat?
If we didn't have, Eckler is a starter, right? Eckler is a starter. There's no way Eckler should be a number 2 back.
No, let me hear you out. Let me ask you a question. What about playing both of them split back? Because both of them can.
I like what we have in Pitt. I think.
Okay.
Okay. Eckler, I think if he leaves, he wants to go to a contender, right? Because he can easily get a job in Houston.
I don't think the Chargers would trade him to an AFC team though.
Carolina.
But Carolina, no. Carolina got their running back now.
Yeah, but do they have the running back?
They got Miles Sanders from Philadelphia. I mean, Miles Sanders is pretty good.
They could pick him up in Cincinnati.
Especially
right,
Joe Mixon's
questionable.
Yeah.
And,
well, now, what about New Orleans? Because you know,
what's his name left? Ryan left.
He went to Denver. What about New Orleans? Because Kamara's in trouble.
Yeah, Kamara might be doing some jail time.
Hear me out when I take what. What about Arizona?
Arizona needs a little bit of everything.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
So would Arizona be a contender in his eyes? I doubt it.
Yeah, but I mean, he could make him a contender. Because that means that will leave the door open for D-Hop and Rondell Moore. I mean, look, them two guys would get more opportunities to getting the ball thrown to them instead of getting the ball thrown and people expect it, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot going on in the West, too. So how do you feel about Jimmy G with the Raiders?
Man, I like Jimmy G. If he stays healthy, I have to say the Raiders could be a contender. Because Jimmy G's he's better than Derek Carr.
Jacobs a contract, right?
They did. They did. And he has a good receiver in Devontae Adams.
But didn't they let Waller go? So
yeah, but Waller was hurt most of the year last year, so he was not effective, you know. The tight. If I was him, I'd get a tight end in the draft. They got
it's gonna be a tight end heavy draft this year too.
They got a couple tight ends, but I don't know. I never heard of them. So
there's gonna be some good tight ends.
They got Jacoby Myers. They got he's a wide receiver. They got Hunter Renfrow still. I don't like Philip Dorsett. They should let him go. But they got a decent team.
They have a semi-decent team. They don't have a...
Now,
they have a team to contend in the West? Do you think... Okay, so with everything the Chargers went through last year, are they slated at number 2?
I would say yes, just because Chargers did. They did get injured a lot with Bosa. What the wide receiver's name? Kellen. What's his name? Receiver over there. Keelan. Oh man, tip my tongue. Keenan Allen, with him being hurt too over there in the Chargers. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say hands down. that if Jimmy G stays healthy, the Raiders would be number 2. I can't put them
Whoa.
I can't put them at number 1.
Chargers at 3.
I will because of all the injuries.
But they're coming back off of injuries.
That's true, but I like Las Vegas's chances with the team they got right now at number 2.
Okay. So you still have Denver at the bottom.
Oh, hands down, definitely yes. I mean, they haven't done nothing.
I don't think Peyton is going to do anything to help Wilson out.
I honestly think Denver needs more than just Sean Payton. And it's not.
Peyton has a nose for talent. I mean,
That's true, and it's not me knocking Denver. So fans, don't think I'm knocking you guys down. I'm not. I'm just stating obvious. I'm saying Denver is hurting real bad. They need something over there. They need a line.
So
I mean, they got.
So give me your rankings for the AFC West.
I'm gonna say the Chiefs number 1, Las Vegas at 2, Chargers at 3, Denver at last, man.
Okay, that sounds fair. That sounds reasonable. And anything could change during the season, but as of now,
with anything going on in free agency, yeah, Chargers is definitely 3rd still. But yeah, anything's possible.
Okay, so we've covered the North, the East, and the West.
The South.
The South is up for grabs.
I'm gonna say Jacksonville, man. Jacksonville has shown me some promise, and they took that by a couple games last year. I have to say Jacksonville's going to take that the AFC South. I'm sorry. I know Colts fans are probably looking at me and thinking why. And the reason why I'm doing that is because the Colts has no quarterback yet. And do you really think a rookie quarterback, if they get Bryce Young or C.J. Stroud, do you really think those guys would come in and take the league by storm? Absolutely not.
What if the Colts acquire Cam?
I'll give them last. I'm sorry. Houston would be better. And I hate to say that because the Colts is so talented, man. Like, oh my, if they just got a quarterback, that team would be nasty. It really would.
Yeah.
But right now,
Tennessee. I mean, Tennessee.
So here's my take.
You think Tennessee is on the decline?
They're declining. I'm going to take Jacksonville at number 1. Give me the Colts at number 2. Houston at 3 and Tennessee last.
Wow. Are you serious?
Yes. Tennessee's declining really, really bad. And it's not slow either. It's a fast decline. It's like a tornado coming in and it's just wiping out houses within 2 seconds.
So that's regardless of who's starting at quarterback, Tannehill or Willis.
That's yeah, absolutely. Because Tannehill is going down. Willis hasn't got enough rips to be good. They haven't given him enough starts. So yeah.
Yeah, okay, I agree. I mean, I don't know if I'd put him at the bottom.
Houston
would be the bottom.
And there is why I said because Houston got a lot of draft picks. So coming out of the draft, Houston might be the team it's going to be young, so they're going to be hungry, especially come next year when they get that 1 year underneath the belt, going for 2. That team's going to be really good, but Jacksonville's still going to be that team to beat.
So is Houston, in your eyes,
Houston's
split every game in the division?
No. They might beat Tennessee once, and they might beat Indianapolis once, but they won't split nothing else. Jacksonville, no.
Jacksonville would win those games.
Hands down, win them. Absolutely.
Wow, Morgan, you are just ripped. I mean, these fans. What are these fans?
Like nothing against the fans. So please don't think that, guys. Jacksonville has shown me, like, look what they did last year. They came on strong. They made it to the playoff. They did a push. They came close to beating Kansas City, and that says something. Jacksonville's kept everybody. They have
Jacksonville. Oh my gosh.
They haven't lost nothing. They haven't lost nothing. Nobody left. They signed people. No big names up for big contracts yet. Jacksonville's on the grasp of being the team to beat in the league. In the league, yes. Give them another 2, maybe.
Wow.
Give them another 2 years, and Trevor Lawrence is going to be the quarterback everybody's going to talk about.
Morgan.
I'm just.
What is? I mean, where are you coming from, dude?
I'm just saying, man. Jacksonville is a team to watch out for. And I know what fans are saying. Well, they went 9-8. They did, but guess what? They won the AFC South. They did.
Right.
They also almost beat the Super Bowl champions. And I know almost only counts in horseshoes, but they almost beat that team. If they had some good vets to do leadership, Kansas City would have lost.
So you think Jacksonville placed where they should have been last season with 1 playoff win?
I'm going to say Jacksonville.
For the Chargers.
Jacksonville would probably win two playoffs games this year if they make the playoffs, which they should. But if they make the playoffs, they would win 2. But they won't make it to the Super Bowl. They won't make it to the Super Bowl.
So you said they're definitely in the postseason.
Oh, for sure. Hands down. Definitely, yeah. Healthy? Definitely. Hands down. They will make it. They would come. If they make it to the Super Bowl, they would not win it, but they would be close to it. But they won't win it.
So they win the division.
Yes.
Easily.
Easily.
Or is it going to? It's not going to be close.
No, it won't be a landslide. Like this team right now, they're 9-8. I'm saying they're going to come out 14-3 next year. 14-3.
With the closest being who? The Colts?
The Colts will be right there. I think Colts will finish 12-5.
You think they'll be like 3 games ahead of the Colts? Or
definitely, yeah. I'm going to say 3. I'm going to say 3.
You know, I want to agree with you, and I can say that, yes, they will win that division next year for this upcoming season. I'm saying they'll have maybe 4 games ahead of the Colts, like you said. But how will they? I don't know. It's hard to say. Because
Jacksonville and the Colts.
Depending on their schedule, if they play contenders that were in the NFC, and then there's other contenders from the other AFC divisions, like the Jets, that will be contenders, right?
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna look at. I gotta look at the schedule, but the Jacksonville Jets, if they lose, and it won't be in that division. It will be in that conference, but not that division. It could be against Pittsburgh. It could be against Kansas City, but it won't be in the AFC South. They would win.
Can Jacksonville beat Miami?
It's gonna be tough, man, because Miami did get Jalen Ramsey. You know what? I'm gonna have to say yes. I hate to do that, but I have to say yes.
Okay, no, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, I see what your confidence level is in Jacksonville, and it almost matches the Jets. It's almost like a complete match with your mindset. Now the Jets.
If they play the Jets, Jets will beat them. But again, Jacksonville's gonna be a threat in the AFC. And that's all through the AFC, not just AFC South. They will be a threat in the AFC.
Okay, so AFC South, you got
Jacksonville
winning the division.
Yes.
You got the Colts without a quarterback coming up at number 2.
Absolutely.
And then who's after that?
Houston, then Tennessee.
You're putting Houston ahead of Tennessee.
I am.
Now, Tennessee has lost quite a few.
They have, and again, you got to think where I'm coming from because Derrick Henry is on that trading block. So if Henry's gone, what does that leave Tennessee?
It depends on the trade. If they trade with a team that has a good back that needs to change the scenery,
okay. So
like a Cook or like
hear me out. I don't want Derrick Henry. I don't want him on Minnesota. I don't.
Because they were also talking with the Chiefs and Buffalo.
The Buffalo, they don't have a good running back, and Chiefs, man, they don't either.
You don't think Singletary is good enough?
No,
Okay. But don't they have Cook out there?
they do. They have James Cook. They do. He's good, but he's not Derrick Henry. Hell, James Cook ain't even Dalvin Cook. So,
Well, that's true. But Cook didn't get a lot of reps, but he was pretty impressive.
oh, he was impressive. I give you that. It's his quickness. He's not as strong. He's quick.
Okay. So depending on how they do in the draft,
I'm still saying Tennessee's going to be last.
you're going to stand by that. So that is yours. So as the season progresses, and we're talking on our show,
Then I will change that.
so what is the separation going to take part? Week 6?
I'm gonna say week 7. Week 7, that's gonna be a big separation because that's like middle of the season, you know. You got 10 games left after that, so week 7. Week 7 should tell us where teams are going to be at for the rest of the year.
Okay. So that covers the AFC South. So we've done everybody, right?
And AFC we have, yes.
In the NFC, we covered the North,
So
right?
right, NFC East. This was real quick because we really didn't cover the East too much. We did state that Dallas did let go of Ezekiel Elliott, but they also got Brandon Cooks from Houston.
Yeah.
That
They don't have a quarterback.
that's true. That's what I was going to say. That's a big help, but Prescott is not the guy that can lead them to the promised land. With that being said, I have Washington winning that division. I have Washington winning that division.
Really?
I do. Chase Young's coming back. They got a good receiving core. They got a good running back. The line's pretty good. They just need a quarterback. But right now, I'm taking Washington winning that division.
You're taking Washington over the Giants?
The Giants, yes, the Giants are going to be right there at number 2, and then I'm gonna take Philadelphia at 3, and the Cowboys. I hate to do this, is going to be last. And the reason why I got Philadelphia in 3rd is because Philadelphia lost so much key pieces they needed. They lost those.
Oh, my goodness. They lost a lot of key pieces.
They have. I mean, that's what I'm saying, man. Philadelphia's they're not going to win that division next year. They're going to be in 3rd. Washington, hands down, should win.
So is Philadelphia going to hurt next season because of the defense?
Defense,
They lost
offense, because also offensive line too.
line.
I'm gonna say offense and defense are gonna be hurting. And the reason why I got Dallas in last is because, again, Prescott threw, 13, 14 interceptions? Don't let that happen again because now you're in the race with contenders in the NFC East, besides minus Philadelphia.
So, in the East, the Eagles are going to split with every team in the East?
Every team they would split. Maybe split. It's hard to say because I really want to say they will beat Dallas twice, but it's hard to say.
But can you say that every team in the East will split?
I think Washington won't split with teams. I don't. Maybe Philadelphia and Washington, but I think Washington hands down will beat the rest of the squad. I'm just saying.
I'm glad I'm not Morgan.
We went through the NFC North. We went to the East. The South. I think in the South, I think Carolina has made some strides. I think they're improving, and I think they're going to win that division next year.
Carolina?
Yes, they got Adam Thielen. They got Miles Sanders. The defense looks good still. They just need a quarterback. They traded DJ Moore, but in their effort, they got a good receiver at Adam Thielen. If he can stay healthy, he's going to be really good. So I got Carolina winning that division. I have to have Atlanta at number 2. New Orleans at number 3, and Tampa Bay at last.
So Ritter is going to start next season because which color is out, right? He's who did he sign with?
Who?
The quarterback from last season.
Sam Darnold? I think Darnold went to the 49ers as a backup. I think. I have to look on that.
Not Darnold. In Atlanta.
Oh, in Atlanta. Marcus Mariota got released.
Mariota, yeah. He signed with another team, so...
Oh, shoot.
Ritter has to be the starter.
Ritter's going to be that guy. I think Ritter could be good. And that's why I got them at number 2. Because, really, the Falcons was 7-10 last year. Tied with Carolina, tied with New Orleans. And being 7-10 with an okay quarterback says a lot. Now, I think Ritter can get them going. And you got to think Carolina also has Calvin Ridley, who got suspended for the year because he gambled. So he's coming back, and he's a really good receiver too. So Carolina is really in a really good space to be number 1 in that division. But I'd say Atlanta would be number 2 for sure. And New Orleans would be number 3 just because of Alvin Kamara. We don't know his situation. We don't. And Michael Thomas, he hasn't shown me no promise since he got hurt. And Derek Carr can't win big games. So
he won't make them.
He's not making them a contender.
South contender?
No. I'm sorry. And I'm not knocking you guys down. I'm not knocking the Saints down. I'm just stating how I feel in facts. And facts being facts, they lost some players. I mean, Marcus Davenport's gone. They have what's his name? They got the Honey Badger still. But I mean I guess
you could be right. I mean,
and Tampa Bay, they're going to fall down. They're going to. I mean, they was 8-9 with Crybaby, and they got Baker Mayfield now. So definitely last. I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. Who has Baker Mayfield?
The Buccaneers.
Oh, that's right. He did sign with them.
Yeah, they're going to be in last, and they got a good receiver. Mike Evans, if he's still there, he's a good receiver, but his numbers are going to decline because Mayfield can't get him the ball.
Well, for Mayfield's, I hope he goes in there not making a lot of noise like he did in Carolina.
He went to the Rams He went to the Rams at the end of the year, and he didn't talk too much, and he did okay, but it's still Baker Mayfield. I don't like him.
I think he didn't do that with the Rams because of the coach.
That's true.
Right?
That is true.
Making a lot of noise.
That is true.
But
I can tell you this, and I'm not a Tom Brady fan, but he does have some big shoes to fill over there in Tampa Bay. I don't think he's going to fill them.
I like Cam Newton. I think Baker's gone.
I think Cam Newton's better than Baker Mayfield. It's my opinion.
Really?
I do. I
don't think either one of them I can't divide the two because A, they're both inaccurate, right?
Right.
B, I think Cam is probably more of a leader than Baker is.
Hell, I think Cam Newton's better than Jordan Love. I mean, I'm just saying.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Jordan Love is not a starter, though.
He's a bench player. He's behind Aaron Rodgers, but yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm going in the NFC South.
Break down that division.
NFC South: Carolina, Atlanta, New Orleans, Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay was split.
So of that division, are any of those teams going to make a run in the playoffs?
No.
One and done.
One and done.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Oh man, the NFC West is next, and I have to say this because I'm not a California fan of nothing, but that's the 49ers division. 49ers is going to win that division hands down. They done a lot of noise in free agency. They kept certain players. They're going to win that division hands down. The other three teams hasn't done much.
Okay, I agree with you there. They will win that division.
But I think it's gonna play out differently. I think it's gonna be San Francisco at number 1, and then Arizona number 2. And the reason why I said Arizona number 2 is because Kyler Murray's coming back, and I think Kyler Murray is way better than Geno Smith.
Yeah. So Geno Smith is not going to do what he did last year.
No, because you got to think, and you said this before.
No.
You said, and I quote what you said. You said the quarterbacks that comes into the league from college, no one has film on them, right? Geno Smith, nobody had film on him too much because people forgot about him. They forgot about how he played in the NFL. Now they got film on him, so he's gonna be stopped. He's gonna be stopped. He's not worth that 3.
Geno. So even with the addition of Bush on defense and Geno Smith being on film, where are you placing Washington in the division?
That's Seattle, big guy. Seattle, not Washington. Seattle.
Seattle, Washington.
Man, I have to give Seattle number 3. I'm sorry, because Arizona, they're going to come back, and they're coming back strong and healthy. And you forgot D-Hop didn't play 10 games, so I'm taking Arizona number 2, Seattle number 3. And the Rams, they let go of Bobby Wagner, Matt Stafford. We don't know if he's going to come back anytime soon. And they don't have a running back over there. And I've said that before, during the season last year, they need a running back.
True.
And they lost Jalen Ramsey over there too. So the Rams they are in rebuild mode. So I think the Rams are going to be in last.
So you don't think Donald will retire, considering they're in rebuild mode? You think he could announce his retirement before the season starts? Here's
the thing: if he don't retire, I feel like they're going to trade him. And I hate to say that. I feel like they're going to trade him. I honestly feel like they're going to trade Cooper Kupp too. This is how I feel.
Really?
That's how I feel.
So what would you give for Cooper? Is he worth?
There was rumors going around saying Cooper Kupp could land in Baltimore. I don't know how true that rumors are, but there's rumors saying that could happen.
Well, I haven't heard that.
And maybe that's why Baltimore hasn't done anything with Lamar Jackson yet. Maybe they want to have a good receiver over there for him to see how he does. I don't know. But yeah, there's some rumors speculating that. I don't know how true it is, but there's some rumors going around about that. I haven't confirmed it with the shows I watch, but just reading articles and whatnot, that's what's going on. And you can't believe some of the articles, by the way, but that's what.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what some of the articles are saying. There's so
much BS going around, so many what ifs.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, though, if the Rams do trade Cooper Kupp and Darnold, they're done. They're gonna lose every game next year.
So if Aaron Donald plays the season, he's just doing it for the paycheck.
He's just doing it for the paycheck.
No, they won't place or be a contender.
Yeah, he's just doing it for the paycheck. That's it. Paycheck and the bonuses. That's all. Don't get me wrong. He's good. He's good. He's really good. But he's just doing it for the money.
But do you think he's going to put like 100%?
I'm gonna say 80. I'm gonna say 80%.
If they're not going to contend.
And the reason why I'm saying 80% is because if he comes back next year, he's going to be a free agent. So he wants to do 80%. So A, he won't get hurt. And 2, he's like, I'm here. I'm still good. Sign me. So
the breakdown for that division.
Hands down, 49ers.
You got 49ers.
Arizona.
2. Arizona, because Murray will be back.
D-Hop's coming back. Murray's coming back.
Possibly
Absolutely.
no weapons.
Well, yeah, if D-Hop's gone, then yeah, that changes the whole outlook. But if D-Hop's still there, Arizona's number 2, hands down.
Okay. And number 3?
Seattle.
Oh, so you still give them a leg up.
I do, because I think Seattle's going to be way better than the Rams next year.
And the Rams will come in at the bottom.
At the bottom, absolutely. Again, it's not me knocking the Rams. The Rams have lost so much. Jalen Ramsey. They got rid of Bobby Wagner. And that's 2 key pieces on that defense besides Aaron Donald. It's 2 good key defensive players you need.
Yeah.
So, and then
absolutely.
And then Cooper Kupp. I mean, I don't know if he's going to come back 100% because he had a gruesome injury. But and plus, if he's really getting traded, how's that going to look how's it going to look? Are they a contender? Are they not? We don't know about Matthew Stafford's future because he's in the same boat Peyton Manning was, neck issues. So I don't know, and it's.
Well, I think Stafford has achieved his goal.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Stafford's a Hall of Fame in my book.
All his blood, sweat, and tears that he put in Detroit.
Oh my God!
And then he goes
finally get a Super Bowl.
His big game.
The first year he went to the Rams, got a Super Bowl. Last year, man, it took a lot because like I said, got neck issues coming on. So and it comes with that territory of being a quarterback, and getting hit so many times. It comes with that territory.
Oh yeah, thank you.
So, with that being said, fans,
that covers everybody, right?
Absolutely. We're good. So, fans, listeners, subscribers, I want your guys' opinions on the topics we talked about today, on the teams we talked about today. Give me the teams you think is going to win that division from the NFC East. Holder says Pittsburgh and AFC North. But give me your guys' thoughts and opinions on these teams we talked about from the AFC East down to the NFC West. So give us your topic. Give us a thought, feedback. It could be a paragraph. I don't care. I will read that next show, and just let me know. I want to hear you guys out. I want you guys to get involved, so that way I know that we're doing something right. As well, I would also like feedback. What you guys want to hear from us? Because again, we're sort of new to this, and we want to keep going. So feedback is very, very important. I don't care about criticism. I will take it. Me and Holder will talk about it. We'll try to tweak some things, make things better. So give us your feedback. And the best way to do that is 3 ways. Actually, it's 4 ways. Our YouTube page, Third Down with Morgan Holder. Our Twitter page, Third Down with Morgan Holder. And you can look for our Facebook page as well, Third Down with Morgan Holder. Or you can email us at thirddownwithmorganholder. It's 3RD, downwithmorganholder@gmail.com. We would love you guys' feedback. We would love you guys' know opinions and how you guys feel about the upcoming season and who you guys expect the biggest team that won in free agency. That being said, don't let 4th down get you.
And with Morgan going 150,000 miles an hour, that was 3rd down, 3RD down with Morgan Holder. Because Morgan speaks like he's in a marathon. But yeah, with that being said, because I like to criticize Morgan because he's criticizable, I want to say stay penalty free, and we'll hook up next week.